If you're a BCBA student, then you need to understand the importance of ethics in your field. Listen up, future BCBAs. We're talking about changing lives here. ABA therapy, when done right, can make a real difference. But it's not a magic trick, and it's not a one-way street. This is about building trust, being honest, and working together. You've got a responsibility here, all of you, to make sure you're doing what's best for the individual. We're going to dive deep into what that means, what ethical behavior looks like, because this isn't just about checking boxes, it's about respect. Respect for the client, respect for the process, and respect for the power of this therapy to create positive change. So let's get real, let's get honest, and let's get ethical. Let me tell you something, folks. This whole thing falls apart if you're just going through the motions. This isn't a spectator sport. This is about rolling up your sleeves and getting involved in every single step of the way. That means asking questions, speaking up when something doesn't feel right, and being present. And when I say present, I mean really present. Not just physically in the room, but mentally engaged. Pay attention to what's working, what's not working, and don't be afraid to say, hey, this isn't working for me. Because at the end of the day, this is your life, your journey, and you deserve to have a say in how it unfolds. Active participation means being informed. You can't make good decisions if you don't understand what's going on. So do your homework, read up on ABA, talk to the therapist, talk to other families who've been there. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's power over your own well-being. Look, I know this can be overwhelming. It's a lot to take in, but trust me, the more involved you are, the better the outcome. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to lean on your support system. This is a team effort, and you're not alone in this. All right, let's talk about informed consent. This is a big one, folks. This is about you having all the information you need to make a decision, and it's about making that decision freely, without any pressure or coercion. No one should be forcing you into anything. Informed consent means understanding the risks and benefits of ABA therapy. It means knowing what to expect, what the goals are, and how those goals are going to be achieved. It's not just about signing a piece of paper, it's about truly comprehending what you're agreeing to. And here's the thing, informed consent is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time thing. As the therapy progresses, as new information comes to light, you have the right to revisit that consent, to ask questions and to change your mind. Your voice matters, and you have the right to be heard. Listen, I'm all about honesty. It's the foundation of any healthy relationship, and that includes the relationship you have with your ABA therapist. You've got to be open and honest about what's going on, what's working, what's not working, and how you're feeling. Don't hold back. This isn't about being polite, it's about getting results. The more information your therapist has, the better equipped they are to help you. So tell them everything, even the stuff you're embarrassed about, even the stuff you think they might judge you for. Trust me, they've heard it all before. And here's the thing, honesty goes both ways. You have the right to expect honesty from your therapist as well. They should be upfront with you about their methods, their qualifications, and their expectations. If something doesn't feel right, if you're not getting straight answers, speak up. We've got a plan for a reason, folks, and that reason is to help you achieve your goals. Now, I understand that life happens, things get in the way, but it's important to stick to the treatment plan as much as possible. Consistency is key when it comes to ABA. Think of it like this. You wouldn't go to the gym once and expect to see results, would you? It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes commitment. The same goes for ABA therapy. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. There will be days when you don't feel like doing the work, days when you just want to give up. But that's when you dig deep. That's when you remember why you started this journey in the first place. You know, none of us are islands. We can't do this alone. We need each other. We need to work together, to collaborate, to share ideas, and to support one another. That's what makes ABA therapy so effective. It's a team effort. And when I say team, I'm not just talking about the therapists and the professionals. I'm talking about everyone involved in the client's life, the parents, the caregivers, the teachers, everyone. We all have a role to play, and we need to communicate with each other, to share our observations, and to work together to create the best possible outcome for the individual. Feedback is crucial. Don't be afraid to give it, and don't be afraid to receive it. We're all learning here, we're all growing, and we can all benefit from constructive criticism. The goal is to get better, to improve, and that requires honesty and open communication. Look, this is a safe space, folks. What happens in therapy stays in therapy. Confidentiality is essential. You need to know that what you share is protected, that it's not going to be spread around or used against you. This is about building trust. Your therapist has a legal and ethical obligation to protect your privacy. They can't share your information with anyone without your consent, except in very specific circumstances, like if you're in danger or if someone else is in danger. And it's not just about the therapist, it's about everyone involved in the ABA process. Parents, caregivers, everyone needs to understand the importance of confidentiality and respect the client's privacy. This is about creating a safe and supportive environment where the client can feel comfortable opening up and sharing their thoughts and feelings. We've all got a responsibility to stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves. That's what advocacy is all about. It's about making sure that the client's rights are being respected, that they're receiving appropriate and effective treatment, and that their voice is being heard. Advocacy can take many forms. It can be as simple as speaking up for the client in a meeting, or as complex as navigating the legal system to ensure they're receiving the services they're entitled to. It's about being a voice for the voiceless. And it's not just about the professionals, it's about everyone. Parents, caregivers, family members, we all have a role to play in advocating for the client's rights. We need to be informed, we need to be proactive, and we need to be willing to fight for what's right. We've covered a lot of ground here, folks, but it all boils down to this: ethics matter. They're not just some abstract concept, they're the foundation of effective ABA therapy. When we act with integrity, when we prioritize the well-being of the client, we create an environment where real change can occur. This isn't just about following rules, it's about doing what's right. It's about treating each other with respect, about being honest and transparent, and about working together to achieve the best possible outcomes. Remember, we're all in this together. So let's commit to upholding these ethical standards, let's hold each other accountable, and let's create a world where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential.